Hey everybody, welcome once again to another Low on Health Daily Rambling. Of course, me just going over what I did today. Not really that much. Actually discuss some more about that Halo Reach trailer thing, in which case IGN has a nice little review roundup for it. I'm not about showing you, but just go to IGN, look for their trailer rewind, which is kind of they look over trailers and comment on them and whatnot, and they actually gave me a good their impressions. They think what it's going to be about, and it actually made me kind of gear up for Halo Reach. And depending on how the beta works, I might re-rent Halo ODST to play that beta a little bit. But now that I've actually looked into it and got my facts straight, it does seem like an interesting game. It all depends on how many people actually decide to play it. But moving on, today I did. I watched a movie. I watched 9, which is that CG film. Basically, it was like a short animation film a while ago, and then Tim Burton kind of picked it up and they made it into a feature film. It's a very kind of average movie, not really that great, but not really that bad. It's kind of just along the middle of the line. I mean, it's entertaining to a point. It's thought-provoking. It looks really good. Like I said, I watched it in high def, and it was cool looking, but I mean, nothing really super mega great. So, I mean, if you're looking for something to watch and you want to know if it's worth it, if you have the time, go ahead and watch 9. It's a decent little film. Definitely watch it in HD if you can. Moving on here. It looks like real quick, it looks like some maps. Basically, the Modern Warfare 2 map pack basically is what kind of a lot of us are looking forward to because all of us play Modern Warfare 2 all the time. This looks like some leaked images of the maps that might be coming up for the Modern Warfare patch. They didn't really explain anything else besides the map. These pictures are just pictures of the maps, hopefully. And it's rumored there might not be them. This is basically a guy who got the map packs before they took it down off some website, and he kind of just made a quick little video for it. But what it'll show here in a second, it'll just show pictures of the different maps. Like you have MP, Crash, which looks like, I guess, a downed helicopter, and I guess we fight around that. It looks very much, a lot of it looks very much, and that looks like overgrown. Oh, it is overgrown. I mean, what a lot of these look like, they look like the games from Modern Warfare, the first one, Call of Duty 4, which is cool. A lot of people love those maps. I enjoy them. But basically, that one kind of looks like a snowy construction yard area. That one looks cool. Storm's kind of an indoor one. But I mean, a lot of us have already mentioned even recently, even though there's only like 16 different game packs or 16 like maps in Modern Warfare 2, it does seem like you only play a certain number a night. We actually commented tonight when we were playing Modern Warfare 2 that a lot of it was the same map over and over again, or we would vote and it would be another map. So any more maps being added would be great. And I mean, honestly, seeing how much Modern Warfare 2 sold, they're going to make a huge fucking change. I think everybody's going to download these maps, and usually I don't care for DLC, but this is probably something I'm going to do regardless, just because I'm loving playing Modern Warfare 2, and having extra maps would be great, even if they're old maps from Modern Warfare. Moving on. Sorry to yawn. I didn't get that much sleep today. Moving on. There was supposed to be some big Sony PlayStation, franchise, Sony exclusive game, like a sequel, another partner of a game coming up, and apparently with SOCOM 4 was revealed, and I guess the franchise returns to the original developer, which is Zipper Interactive, which ironically Zipper Interactive also did MAG recently, and a lot of people were calling MAG basically, a huge multiplayer SOCOM, but now they're releasing another SOCOM game, in which case I really could care less. I mean, a lot of people were thinking Sony exclusive sequels, they're thinking Killzone or Resistance, which also are pretty meh in my book. And then some people were kind of hoping for like an Uncharted 2 or what's the other one, Infamous 2. In which case, I've actually would have enjoyed an Uncharted and Infamous, but really, I could care less about SOCOM 4, and it just makes you realize really exclusive. Sony doesn't really have that many good exclusives. I mean, neither does Xbox 360 that much, but I mean, if I can just think of Dead Rising and what was the one I was just thinking of? Dead Rising. This is why I should look into things. Dead Rising and just other, Crackdown. That's another exclusive. I mean, just some games that Xbox 360 just has exclusives on, and sometimes they go to PS3s, but everybody has an Xbox 360. Some people have PS3s, but nobody really cares about PS3 games anymore. The Final Fantasies are now Xbox games, and the Metal Gears are done. So, who cares? But a lot of people were kind of like, oh, great, SOCOM. A really cool thing recently on a demo site, which it looks like Just Cause 2, the demo came out today on the PC, PS3, and Xbox 360, and I got the 360 version. I was playing through it, and I loved Just Cause, the first one. It's a kind of a simple little game. And I loved the first one so much. I played it on the PS2 and it looked horrible. And then a year later, I played it on the 360, in which case it was great. And I enjoyed playing the hell of it on the 360, the first Just Cause. And I really enjoyed it because there's a big open freedom, like open world. Basically, you have like a grappling hook, which before in the first one you can only grapple cars and helicopters and planes and stuff, and you have a parachute which you can almost always open and kind of just glide around. And I really super enjoyed that. And then basically I'm surprised they actually made a sequel to it because I didn't think it was that well received, but I guess somebody liked it enough. And Just Cause 2 demo came out and I was playing it, and it's just as fun as the first one. Except this time you can almost grapple anything. You can actually grapple people, and you can actually grapple stuff to other stuff, like people to cars, barrels to cars. You can also, like in one of the trailers, and actually it's the first thing I did in the game, I grappled to a propane tank, shot the tank, and it shot up with me on it, and I was riding it, jumped off, parachuted. You can also kind of grapple the ground far away, and as it's pulling you, pull your chute and fly up. And I actually enjoy doing that. I actually went across almost the whole map, just kind of ziplining, parachuting, and that was fun. The one thing I noticed that I don't know if you can do in the demo or not was basically, before you could like grapple onto a car and just paraglide behind it for a while, just with your parachute and just follow it around. But this time it doesn't look like you can do that. You can basically go up and then, or just go right to the car. I don't know if that's just something I didn't notice in the controls, but it's shaping up to look like a great game. I mean, the only thing it's probably missing is like multiplayer. But I mean, who cares? It's gonna be a great game, and I really, if you have a PS3, well, if you have a PC you're watching this, or Xbox 360 or a gaming PC, definitely get this demo. I really enjoyed the 360 version, and hey, if you can find Just Cause cheap for the 360, pick it up. It's definitely worth it if you like open-ended games, and I just love the environment. The first one was more of a jungle-ish type of subtropical world, and this one's kind of a bigger world, in which case it has like a desert climate, a snowy climate and whatnot, a lot of jungles and whatnot. But I really, really enjoyed the demo and recommend it to anybody. But other than that, I really haven't been doing much. I might be doing something this Saturday. I got an invite to something from an old friend, and maybe I'll be doing that. If I actually feel like going outside and being sociable, we'll see what happens. But other than that, I'd like to thank you guys all for watching, and I'll catch you later.